One of the most popular bootlegs to show up in pictures is the superhero set because the combinations often make no sense whatsoever and they contain amazing quotes. So let's take a look at superheroes. So, while I do have a few of these sets now and them frequenting funny bootleg pictures, these don't show up for sale online all that often. These sets are hardly rare or anything, and I'm sure every Chinatown at least has a couple. It's just for whatever reason they don't show up on sites like eBay that much. If you search around sellers from China, you'll probably find some superhero bootlegs, but those are often already opened and missing the amazing packaging. Maybe just for whatever reason, people online have decided these ones are too obviously bootleg. Though I don't know how they're more obvious than some other ones. Anyway, as mentioned, these are called superheroes. I don't know if you've heard of such a thing before. Or if you want to be weirder, you could say maybe they're called Superman, Spider-Man, Hero, Fantastic Fours. I do at least have to give them props for shoving in those 3 superhero logos on superheroes. Especially Fantastic Four. They are represented well in this set. Right, Mr. Incredible? Oh wait, I am so sorry. That apparently is no longer his name. According to the front and back, this is the Hulkman. So, nice of them to rename Mr. Incredible. Guess someone was just too lazy to dig up a picture of the Hulk that day. I also love that the misnaming is the only naming they bother doing here. So I guess the rest is up to me. So we've also got on the back here Power Rangers Wild Stallions, Mr. Lonely. Seriously, why such the long face, Batman? Super Stringer, Subtle Man, Pocket Monsters Alpha Centauri Force, Supper Man, Bug Out Man, and the Reused Footage Warriors. Yeah, that's right guys, all heroes come! Again, I can give them some credit on this, at least they remembered it's heroes and not heroes like a lot of Chinese bootlegs. Also, like a lot of Chinese bootlegs, they like to assure us that these are new arrival. And look at some of these sub-points about them being new arrival. They have power action, all new arrival, in case you forgot, but I mean, I guess they really reinforced it with this one with the all and 2 exclamation points. And collect them all. I guess it's up to you to figure out which other ones actually exist. And our last bit of random text is just a generic-y superhero, save the world. So wait, I can recycle these guys, but I can't compost them? That just makes me want to do it. Alright, so let's save the world with Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, and 3 Power Rangers. The greatest superhero team. Alright guys, save the cheergivers, save the world. The Earth is doomed. You'll notice almost immediately that the mold for these 6 guys' bodies is exactly the same with just a different head slapped on. Well, and an amazingly thin piece of crap cape on Superman and Batman. Oh, and not so much a unique head mold for the Yellow and Black Rangers. Jeez, first the race coloring thing with these 2, and now this. You really gotta love, too, the attention to detail with the paint jobs. Maybe they were just trying to turn this into an X. You know, Power Rangers X-Men Force. I love, too, if a character's not supposed to have the belt like Spider-Man, they just paint it like it's not there. Which is kind of weird because doesn't it look like they kind of made this to pass as a spider buckle as well? I mean, I know at least it's certainly not a bat. This is a bat! Sorta. So of our Power Rangers, we've got what looks to be trying to pass as the Red Space Ranger. It's just that painting his chest all the colors was just too much to ask. Probably the most accurate of the three, which is saying almost next to nothing, is the Wild Force Black Ranger. He's got his doofy little devil horns, and the chest logo looks fairly accurate. Fairly. Then, quite possibly the worst, is the Yellow Dino Thunder Ranger. This was a female ranger, which of course this looks nothing like, with the same male body mold. And of course gender neutral, it still has horns from the Wild Force Ranger mold. But at least you can tell that's supposed to be the Dino Thunder logo. Spider-Man's the one you could probably say they did the best job on. I mean, relative to this set, of course. This, of course, except for that giant black splotch in one of his eyes. Which is a lot funnier if you look at it like a pupil. I'm really surprised at something! Spider-Man! Why am I winking? And now we get into some of my favorite stupidity of this set, starting with old Suppers. What the... Seriously, what the hell are we looking at here? Superman's hair just overtook his neck?
It's the style on Krypton, bitch. You grow hair on your neck and shave your face clean. You see, you stupid humans think I'm one of you, but guess what? I'm not, bitch.
Wow. I am just amazed. Also, old Supper's suit kind of looks more like kids' jammies when he's got his hands covered as well.
Pshaw, it's the style on Krypton, bitch. Talk to the supper hand.
And what also must be the style on Krypton are capes that are made of material that's actually flimsier than most dollar store table covers. I mean, look at this. It's frayed straight out of the package. Nice. For some reason, Spider-Man's chest logo has also been altered from a single spider in the center to two spiders surrounding his chest light. I guess with Spider-Man, you couldn't possibly have the chest light in the logo. It wouldn't work with Spider-Man. And of course, like with all these Chinese bootlegs with the stupid chest light, it's a crapshoot whether any of them are gonna work or not. But these ones are nice yellow lights. Ooh. So of course they work best in the Yellow Ranger. I guess I should have figured that. Look at this one. You can barely even say that turns on. It's just... Suppio is of course the other one that works the best since he's solar powered and all. And the Bat 2C is of course too dark and brooding to emit light from his chest. But I think my absolute favorite in this set is the Bat 2C because of that stupid face. Just look at that doofy motherfucker. So clearly they were going for one of the more stylized animated Batman looks with the head, but of course, since they use the same body, it doesn't match. Also, that paint job. Yeah, you're looking pretty Bat hero there, Bat 2C. I love too that painting all of his chin was asking too much because, I mean, look at that chin. That's so much area to cover. Oh, and did you expect his head not to be splitting open? Whatever. Yeah, of course the plastic seams on these guys aren't so much seams as they are giant open cracks where you can see how they place the two pieces of plastic together through a peg. This stupid Batman face is so amazing. Let's resurrect that segment I only ever did once so far, making the face. And look how stupid their little legs look on their torsos on a side shot. And speaking of, let's get a good look at that rear end. Once again, these are figures that are completely unfinished on the ass end because you're not going to see that until you've already bought and opened them. No refunds. I guess you could say Suppers and Badio look the best from behind since their shame is sorta covered up with other shame. But not their shitty ankle shame. Me. Alright, I've been complaining a lot about the lack of detail on their backs, but at least they didn't forget about the blue blotches on Spider-Man's right heel. So yeah, not only do the paint jobs stop on the front, but the backs just have obvious screw holes and hollowed out arms to save on a little bit of plastic. This is probably about as cheap as you can get without a product that just disintegrates the moment you open it. And then you inhale, of course, and choke to death and die. And while we're talking cheap, we of course don't want to forget the amazing accessories these ass clowns came with. All of which are cast in blue, except one of my throwing star daggers. Other than those, you also got a handy contraption for holding something you don't really want to touch? Yeah, I should have been using this the whole time, shouldn't I? And you got a, switchblade sword with lovely stress marks, and of course it doesn't fold in or anything like it looks like it should. But thank shit they gave me a red one of these. Really added some variety to my life. So now let's accessorize our heroes in that classic rivalry between Bat2C and Dynamite Ranger. You can hold the, I don't want to touch something. Batman, you hold that sword. Bat, whatever, hold a sword. You hold this dagger. You hold this dagger. So, of course, the point I'm trying to make here is neither of their hands are capable of holding any of these weapons. So, might as well stick them in the pose it looks like they're most suited for, surrendering. If you consider a bunch of pieces of cheap plastic slapped together by obvious pegs and screw holes quality, then these are it. The only unique piece is the head mold with the same body for each, with paint details to kinda sorta make them the character they're supposed to be. And in some cases, not quite the right character, as the black Wild Force Ranger has the Red Ranger's logo. Then, of course, the yellow Dino Thunder Ranger had a fat day on giving a shit and is just a copy of the black Wild Force Ranger, complete with that one's distinctive horns. Superman has the ultimate neck beard, as in his neck appears to be made completely out of hair, and Batman has a super doofy face with a head whose style clashes with the generic body mold. Then only 2 of the always pointless light chests actually work 100% correctly. 3. These are all just lazy exact copies of superheroes. No creative process was put into these. 0. The I'm gonna die! Blockhead Batman and super neck hair are the best at weirding this setup. And of course, you gotta love this grouping by the pirates of Marvel, DC, and Power Rangers. Too bad Mr. Fantastic had a fat day and didn't show up. 6. And that leads us to this great packaging that just grabs whatever images they can find of the figures they threw into the set. Or one's close enough, or not at all. Especially the Hulkman. Why, oh why couldn't the Hulkman grace us with his presence? All heroes come my ass. They were also hiding a super sweet mullet Superman behind the figures. Maybe that's what they were going for here. Just Superman wrapped his mullet around his neck. Now it makes sense. 6. These would be a pretty mean replacement, but they do at least look like crap clones of who they're supposed to from the front, but then they are screwhole nightmares from the back. But hey, it's nothing a piece of thin material from the dump can't cover up. 3. And the Bootleg Zone's overall is 6. It's an amusing team, but not the best these stupid hero sets have to offer. It's mostly elevated for me from the pointless misnaming of the character not even present, the neck hair of steel, and the why am I alive bat 2C. These surrendering super losers are ruining the town! We need a supervillain to save the day! Hooray! It's Mr. Batzel Pitlick! That was too easy.
Now, super losers, meet my super villain team!
We're already defeated! Just stop it!
Well, no. First up? Seriously? That's all we can get? Alright. First up, the most evil of them all, Snow White! Seriously? That worked? Alright, next up, Togepi!
Holy fucking bitch! You're kidding me! You'll destroy the world!
That's so stupid that worked. And now it's time for Barbie.
Alright, draw, motherfucker. I can't pick up any of my weapons.
Yes, like an actual villain this time. Prepare yourself, Suppy Man, for Cruella de Vil. Your fashion sense is mine.
Super OMG.
Okay, I have no idea what that was. And for you, Spider-Man, I have Cruella de Vil! Again! With great power comes great responsibility, Spider-Man. Can you talk into my good eye? I can't hear you. It makes no sense. With great power comes great responsibility, Spider-Man. Oh, you're right. That's my slogan. I give up. Wow! I hate this entire thing. And now last and certainly least, a fish. I guess I won.
You had already won. Why did you have to do that to us? You should probably try to forget you seen any of this. Because I'm the doctor. Why's all the rum gone? Do 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 do.